My dis style is dominant, and my BAK auditory. I will look left or right prior to answering as I recall. Use words such as I hear you, sounds good, and listen to me. Pain indicator is that yard is reducing home's curb appeal. Some nonverbal behaviors are folding hands, resting chin on hands, lean back and forward. Come in.
Good afternoon, Frank. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks, and you?
Very good, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today. You have a beautiful home in a very nice neighborhood.
Oh, thank you, and hopefully you can help me with my yard issues.
Yes, that is why I'm here. How long have you lived here?
About 20 years. I moved to Florida upon graduating from Notre Dame University.
Wow, very prestigious.
Indeed, the education really laid the ground base for my career. I'm now the VP of sales of Sears. It took a lot of hard work to get where I am today.
I could imagine. Hard work pays off though. How many people live here with you?
Just my wife and 2 kids.
Okay. Just to review, we agreed to spend 20 minutes together today. Is that still okay?
Yes.
Great. Naturally, you'll be asking me questions about my company's products and services we have to offer. Feel free to ask me questions as they come to mind.
Sounds good.
Obviously, I need to have a full understanding of the existing issues you are facing in order to help you. For instance, you mentioned that during our previous conversation, when setting up the appointment, that you wanted to have an attractive yard in order to impress the neighbors and for the home to maintain its value. Is that correct?
Yes, I mean, brown spots are getting out of hand, and it's reducing home curb appeal.
I hear you. And in order to have complete knowledge of these issues, I'm going to ask you some detailed questions. Would that be okay with you?
Sure, no problem.
Would it be okay that I take some notes?
Feel free.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Typically, one of 2 things will result from our conversation today. By the end of our meeting, we may conclude that there isn't a match between your needs and what my company has to offer. If it's okay with you to say, thanks for coming by, but I don't see a match,
Yes, sounds reasonable.
I would appreciate that. On the other hand, I may find that there isn't a match from my point of view. Would it be okay if I communicate this to you?
Sure, I will like that.
Conversely, we may find that it makes sense to go to the next step. Will it be okay for us to spend 2 minutes discussing how we will proceed?
Yeah.
Now, is there anything that you would like to add to today's agenda?
No, everything sounds good.
Alright, let's get started. As previously mentioned, brown spots are a problem that you have been dealing with in regards to the yard. Also, that you don't want your home to lose curb appeal. Which one would you want to talk about first?
Listen to me. These problems are hand in hand. The brown spots are cause for my home to lose curb appeal.
I hear you, and I understand your frustration. Let's start from the beginning though. Can you recall when this issue began?
Well, these spots have been spreading. They started in the back and now they spread to the front.
Could you tell me more about how that makes you feel in relation to not having an attractive yard?
It's very embarrassing. It makes my yard look terrible. You see, my home's worth has gone up constantly, more than when I purchased it. I'm looking to selling it. My realtor has told me that these spots are reducing the value of my home and making it harder to sell.
I understand. And how long have you had this issue with the brown spots?
It started about 6 months ago, and they haven't continued to spread.
I'm confused. If this issue has been bothering you, have you done anything to fix it?
Yeah, I spend about $500 on different insecticides and cures.
Applying these chemicals takes time. How much time would you say that you have invested on this issue already?
If I recall correctly, like 2 weekends I spent trying to fix these issues, and it hasn't helped.
Let me see if I have this straight. You spent around $500 on different chemicals. Additionally, at least 2 weekends applying the chemicals, correct?
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
like I said before, I feel terrible. My problem is that I want to move in 6 months, and the realtor says that I might have to accept $10,000 less than the home's worth because of this issue. I mean, it's either that or waiting to sell the home, but that will take like 8 months with the yard looking so bad. The adds cost of interest and rental at like $8,000 plus inconvenience.
I hear you. Let's review. These spots started in the back and have spread to the front in approximately 6 months' time. You have spent roughly around $500 on chemicals plus 2 weekends trying to resolve this issue, but it has not worked, correct?
Yes.
Moreover, since you are trying to sell the home, the yard reduces your curb appeal, and you want to sell it in 6 months' time. I got that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So it reduces your curb appeal, and this in effect affects the house selling price, and you're looking at a loss of $10,000. Is either that or waiting 8 months, correct?
Correct.
And incur costs of about $8,000 plus the inconvenience.